Well, thanks for staying with us after the game. The winds of change are blowing in the first snow of the season tonight.
Betsy is tracking lake effect for us. Betsy, it is Friday morning. What you got?
I tell you what, it's nasty outside. We do have snow that is falling, and it is windy, and it is considerably colder than what it was just a few hours ago. Lake snow expected for the morning. It'll likely be in bands, not terribly widespread. Could be problematic for some small areas, but I think for the most part, northeast Ohio, as a rule, will be just fine. We'll be partly cloudy in the afternoon as that lake effect goes away, but we will be dealing with very breezy conditions, winds coming out of the north. The radar lighting up with that snow that is coming in. We did have a few rain showers earlier. This is lake effect. This is actually behind the front as we will start to transition into lake effect. We're getting a little kick off the lake though. As you can see, some of the heavier snow now coming into Avon Lake and Avon over to Westlake and Bay Village down into Berea. Then you move farther east out toward the Heights areas. You're probably seeing some pretty good snowflakes right now with lighter snow showers out to the east. Take a look at this. This is the ODOT cam at State Route 252, Columbia Road and I-90, and we've been seeing snowflakes zipping by the camera, and you can kind of see the haze in the background. That is snow that is falling. We may get a quick coating on the grass, elevated surfaces, but not likely to be a problem on the roads. As of right now, they look just wet at this point, but certainly the snowflakes are a flying. And the big story for all of northern Ohio, outside of where that snowflake may be hitting the ground, is the wind. It has been brutal. It is very gusty out there. Winds gusting over 40 at times today. We have a northwest wind that is very pronounced, and that is driving cold air in. How cold? We've got temperatures in the 30s across the area now, but the wind chills are in the low 20s. And as we go through the night, it's the cold air that will be notable for everyone. 14 now in Gaylord, 27 Detroit, and tomorrow morning we are likely to be in the 20s to get the day started. This general snow that is falling now is behind the cold front that is leading the cold air into northern Ohio, and you can see how we start to get good old-fashioned lake effect going by the morning. Most of northern Ohio, not a big deal, but we do have that small area out east where we could have some issues on the roads with visibility. I don't think the roads are going to be slushy or icy, but look at these temperatures. Air temperatures in the 20s with wind chills in the teens. It's going to be brutally cold tomorrow, friends, and that lake effect snow will begin oscillating to the west as we go through the morning. Winds are going to come around to the north and then eventually the northeast. That's going to push that lake effect westward. So we will get some snow showers around greater Cleveland. Midday temperatures 30 degrees, maybe. And those wind chills staying in the teens will hopefully hit wind chills in the 20s for late afternoon, but definitely still a very cold Friday on tap for us as that lake effect finally begins to wind down as we go through the evening. Now, the big key here is how much. It's not going to be a lot. We will probably see some areas that get 1 to 3 inches, and that is completely dependent upon where lake effect sets up and it sits. Most likely that is to be in Ashtabula County, okay? So otherwise it's just a coating possibility with most of the area getting nothing except maybe a few slushy patches on grassy surfaces or in your windshields in the morning. You may go out and you'll see that. School closings, you're going to school tomorrow. I don't think we will have any, and if there are any, it would be out in Ashtabula County. Here's your Universal Windows Direct forecast. Notice the cold day tomorrow, and then we start warming up. Partly cloudy for our Veterans Day. Little rain snow mix chance on Sunday, and then back to the 50s next week. Now keep in mind the snow that is coming down now is lake effect, and usually you start to hear about lake effect snow advisories and lake effect snow warnings. Well, the criteria has changed from the National Weather Service. They've changed the way they do things. Matt Wintz has more information on that.
As we head into the winter season, yeah, those lake effect snow watches and warnings will be common across the area, or will they? I want to let you know about some winter weather product changes from the National Weather Service. Now, the old way, when we had a lot of winter action going on, this is what you'd see. We'd have lake effect snow warnings, watches. We'd have perhaps some freezing rain advisories, lake effect snow advisories, and blizzard watches. That's a mess, right? Kind of an eyesore to look at. But the new way of the warnings and watches here across the area is to eliminate all lake effect snow wording from the product. So our lake effect snow warnings become winter storm warnings, our lake effect snow watches become winter storm watches, and lake effect snow advisories turn into winter weather advisories. So much simpler, right? But the problem is you're going to have to start paying attention to what some of those products are. If we have a winter weather advisory before, that could have meant freezing rain or anything else. but now we need to actually read the wording behind it. So what changes? Lake effect snow watches and blizzard watches now become simply a winter storm watch. So when we have a winter storm watch issued, yeah, we're going to have some rough weather around here of any winter variety, but you're going to need to pay attention to exactly what that is. Is it lake effect? Is it freezing rain? We'll have to read the wording on that. And then lake effect snow advisories and freezing rain advisories now simply become a winter weather advisory. So one thing they are keeping, lake effect snow warning. So we'll know that that's just a snow belt situation as compared to everyone else.